What's up, guys? Welcome back to Naruto D&D with Hot Swappable Gaming. As always, I am your host, Connor Clark. With us, we have Nick as Kozuke
Hello.
and Travis as Silas.
Well,
Did two people say hi?
No, Travis burped.
I thought I heard Zach say hi too, like
I said
under his
whoa.
breath. Oh, okay. Mike as Shiro.
Ohio. It's a sage bet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's a weird thing. They're just calling that fucking United States. And Zach as Hajime.
Hello.
All right, so we're going to be kicking things off. Now, currently, everyone is in the town except for Hajime, who's at the Fire Temple. And technically, that's something that we have to retroactively go back 2 days to do. So before we do that, I figure there's only one thing that's more appropriate to do, and that's Nick and Shiro, roll a listen check.
Have mercy.
Starting off with a bang.
Of course.
That's okay. 5's the minimum here, fun. All right, so I'm gonna kick in straight into this. Kozuke, you wake up in the familiar void, as always, and you see the Will of Jashin in front of you, which I'm just going to be calling it the Will of Jashin from this point. And it says, "Hello again."
Hello.
It looks at you and says, "I've come to a decision. I've chosen to grant you immortality. But I need you to devote yourself to the Will of Jashin.
And how do I do that?
By that, I mean that when the time comes, you'll have to start following our orders, our rituals. But for now, you'll get it with no strings attached other than the agreement to our future."
Alright, sure, why not?
And beyond that, I'm also going to grant you one more gift. I will share with you my knowledge of the sewing technique, in case something should happen to help you sew yourself back together, free of charge.
Do I automatically learn this now?
Oh yeah, so you can automatically learn sewing technique.
Woo! Free
You know
technique!
that's a rank 1 technique, right?
I know, yeah.
It's important though. Very important.
And so it just kind of chuckles and disappears, and then you wake up.
I'm just thinking to myself, I really hope I'm immortal.
It might be fucking with you, you don't know.
Snap, dude. Rest in peace, Kozuke.
So,
Kill himself.
this one's gonna be a little bit more time consuming than Kozuke's. Shiro, you wake up in that same spirit world like situation, where you're standing, kind of floating above a tree branch with Kami sitting on it at the trunk side of the tree branch. And Kami's just looking at you.
Nice place, Kami.
Kami says, "Hello again. I have one last gift for you. As you've known, I've been guiding you so far with visions in the emerald. But from this point on, you have to begin to make your own decisions.
Gotta be a big man.
As well as my power of, as well as beyond that, my power of foresight is no longer working. My powers are being clouded, and as such, this will be our last meeting, at least for a while.
No, Kami. Don't go.
I will still be watching over you, however, I will no longer interfere. Your next visions will be your last gift from me. Goodbye, and follow your path of honor and righteousness to end the evil in this world. And always be wary of those around you, even your friends."
Shed a tear. Like a single tear. Straight face.
And then you wake up back to reality again as well.
And I'll wake up with a real tear streaming down my face.
So, now here's an important question. Are you and Kozuke in the same room sleeping?
Yeah.
Okay.
Technically.
Okay. So, you are both hearing something now as well. Shiro, Kozuke, you're not familiar with the sound, but Shiro, you recognize it to be the hum of the emerald, and it's glowing brighter than you've ever seen it.
What the
Pick it up.
fuck? I'm gonna like scoot over there and look at the emerald.
So, what was that you said, Shiro?
No, I said I'm gonna pick it up.
Yeah, all right. And so you look into it, and you're gonna see a similar scene. Kozuke, you see this scene too. The difference between this is it's a little bit more clear, and now you're even hearing audio from it.
Shiro, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, this has been happening for like 2 weeks.
And you didn't tell me about it? This is awesome.
Yeah, it is. Grab some popcorn.
Man, I don't want to leave the show.
All right, for movie, go get some popcorn.
Okay, so you see Naruto unconscious and bleeding on the ground. As you remember previously, you saw what seemed to be a war ground with him unconscious in the same situation. The difference being you now see a very clearly visible stab wound through his chest. And you see that the area around him seems to be reminiscent of a sort of stadium. With a number of holes and like blown up chunks scattered around. And standing next to him, you recognize someone. You recognize Owari. He's holding a blade that's similar to his own, but it's glowing blue and humming and being kind of shielded by electricity. And then you hear someone who's out of view of the crystal yelling, "You traitor!" And then that scene fades. But a new scene fades in. There's going to be a couple of things. You're going to see a number of visions with this one. So now, once again, you see Owari, but this time, he's standing next to the village elders. And the elder man is handing Owari something. It's a hat. It's white and red with the symbol for Hokage on it. And the elder woman, she speaks and she says, "We need you to lead our village." And the scene fades again.
What the fuck? For real?
And another scene appears. This is all very... There's going to be a lot of this, like I said. You see a dimly lit room this time, with tables of scrolls all around. But inside the room, you see that there are three bodies, three people. You recognize one of them to be Owari as well. But he seems to be a child. The other bodies is one of a man and one of a woman. The woman who appears to be dead, from all you can tell, and a man who appears to be dying. You see Owari is between the two of them. What was that?
Nothing. I was gonna make a stupid joke.
Okay. You see Owari is between the two of them, holding the hands of both of them, leaning over them and crying. And the man you hear speak with a very dying tone, "You are the last of our clan. This is our hidden knowledge base. I'm sorry, my son. Remember that your mother and I will always be with you. We love you." And then you see he drops dead. Wait, I guess he was already dropped. You see he dies. And then you see Owari still crying. And you just hear kind of his whisper, "I'll kill them. I'll kill them all." And the scene fades.
Wow.
And another scene appears.
Got a freaking.
But this time, you see that the emerald, before the next scene appears, you see the emerald cracks. See another scene. And you've seen Shibuki, the Takikage, who you did your research on the other day. He's looking upon a man who is kneeling down, bowing to him. And you see that he's dressed in his Kage garb. And he speaks, "Satsu, you have been crafted for a single purpose. The fatal current killed our family and killed your family and many of our ninja. Your job is simple. Become strong enough to kill the fatal current and prove the strength of our shinobi. I will even grant you use of the hero's water. Do you understand? At which point you see the man, he kind of gestures his head up. Yes, Lord Takikage. And then the scene fades, and the emerald cracks again, a little bit heavier this time. And then you see this time, it's not another vision, it's not another scene, but it's a series of images. You see a number of images, some of which you've seen before. You see Orochimaru's face, surrounded in the Takekage garb, one that you've seen before. You see Owari and the man who you just saw in the other image in the scene with Shibuki, so the man Satsu. You see that he's standing in a dark room with Owari facing him with swords drawn. You see another image of a masked ninja, the woman who was with Orochimaru, in a combat position, like with a combat stance. But you recognize on the other side of that room to be Silas, appearing a little bit older.
Hey. I make it.
The only one confirmed to be alive now.
You see. And then you see another image, which is a room that is completely dark. You can't really tell anything that's in it other than there are a bunch of silhouettes with glowing eyes. The eyes that were the exact same as Kono when he had come back in the hospital, and that one hulking creature in the forest.
He needs to die.
And you see that you can tell that there are hundreds of people from that. And then the emerald shatters and fades into dust in your hands. And Kami's voice echoes through the room, so both of you can hear this. You must make the choices now. Some of these scenes have already happened. Some are yet to come. Make the right choice, young samurai, and I believe you can do what is right.
Fuck you, Nick. Even though you just saw him too.
He didn't see him. And I cried.
What the fuck was all of that?
Kami's gone now.
What do you mean Kami's gone?
He's gone.
He's a god, he can't die.
And cut to 2 days earlier, we see Hajime walking up to the fire temple.
I
Hello.
was done. I was gonna say something cool.
Oh man, you'll have to wait till we come back and come back to you.
Alright, F that. Let's go. Is that good?
Sorry, there was a pause, so I just figured I'd take it.
Alright.
Remember who you are.
Remember.
So Hajime, you're
Hello.
walking up to a temple, and you come up to a temple gate. You can see ahead of you. I don't have a map made up for this because it's more effort that I want to put in right now.
Sure.
And because there's nothing that's directly you have to interact with.
Sure.
The gate is tall, and you can see that there's a large building past it in the center. Clearly visible because you are outside of that. Outside of that gate is also the whole place is surrounded by walls.
Okay.
Well, what are you gonna do?
Hello. Anybody there?
So the gate's open.
Oh, I walk in.
All right. You see a number of other buildings now, but most of them seem to just be smaller buildings such as living quarters. And an old monk walks up to you. Shit, I didn't grab the fucking name of this guy. 1 second.
His name is your boy.
Boy.
Monk your boy. Devoted himself. Boy, this is a hard name to pronounce.
Zenza.
Hello.
Man walks up to you. He says, "Hello, young one. My name is Zenza. Might I ask you what you're doing here?"
Well, I helped out an old man the other day, and he handed me this, so I show him the scroll.
He looks at it and goes, "Ah, so Bonsai has been busy, I see. Well, I don't know what you were expecting to come and get when you were here. Is there anything that you came here for a purpose with?"
Well, at the bottom here, it says you will always be welcomed at the fire temple. And I'd never been before, so I thought I'd feel welcome.
Well, we can show you around. There isn't much to see. Unfortunately, we don't have much to offer either, other than... Well, I suppose if you are one who is not of evil nature, which you don't appear to be from as far as I can tell, We do have a blessing we can give you.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
Oh, well, a friend. If you are a friend of the Fire Temple, it is the least we can do. Come with me. Come with me.
Okay.
So he walks you into the main temple. You see there are a bunch of monks who are just kind of kneeling down, praying or meditating or doing something that's quiet. And you see they kind of look up once you walk by, and he speaks. Zenza. He goes, "Hello, everyone. We have a friend here, who we are going to display our new. We're going to give him a blessing." And they all kind of gather up around us and form a circle around you. And so Zenza speaks up to you again. He says, "So you should know this process will take some time. However, it will grant you strength and wisdom enough to make all your trials ahead of you easier. But it is only temporary."
Swag.
So they start chanting, and this takes some time. We're not going to worry about exactly how long.
Oh no, I want to hear the
Um,
chant. I'm in this for the long haul.
So you actually fall unconscious.
No.
I was going to spare you that. I actually have this written down that you were going to be unconscious. So unfortunately, you don't hear the chant, so fuck you.
Great. You're
But
right.
you wake up, and so this is something you're going to have to add to your character sheet right now.
Okay, I'm pulling it up. There we go.
Under your abilities, set all of your temporary ability stats to 20.
What does that mean? Like temporary score?
Yeah, your temporary score to 20. And currently you will be going off of your temporary score as opposed to your main score.
Wow.
That's
Fuck me. Can I re-roll my initiative?
No.
God damn, dude.
A little bit of metagaming with this. So you're going to have those stats set to 20. Every day that goes by, those are going to lose 1.
All right.
Until they eventually hit back to your regular stat, at which point you'll be going from that. So higher stats will, they'll even out earlier than your longer or later stats.
Cool.
So you wake up and you do feel stronger and wiser and smarter and faster.
Silas is a bitch.
Jeez.
You still
My
against
voice
him?
is now deeper. Hello.
Why is it deeper?
I was joking, like I'm buffer, like hello.
Oh, when you fell asleep, someone must have like mouth fucked you or something.
Jesus.
Screw up your vocal cords or something.
God damn.
So you wake up feeling rejuvenated, and Zenza is still there with you, and he says, "That is all that we can offer you. However, so long as your heart remains pure, we can always grant you this gift."
Wow. Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll probably be back sometime soon.
We will look forward to your return.
If you guys ever need anything, just send for me. My name's Hajime.
And same for you as well.
Sounds good. I head back to the Leaf Village.
All right, you can now set your stats to 18 because 2 days pass.
Okay.
And essentially you'll have arrived the night before the visions happened, and you went to bed. So now we can cut back to you guys if you wanted to.
So when I wake up the next day, it's going to be 18.
Yeah.
Okay.
So were you guys going to do anything else, Shiro and Kozuke?
Hang on.
I'm not gonna reveal I'm immortal until I get my head cut off.
In which case, you're going to find out whether or not you're immortal.
Exactly.
Kami's gone. The trusted is tasked to us. I don't know what's going on, but we got to stop whatever's coming.
What's
That's
coming
it.
seems like absolute chaos, dude. I love it.
Well, it's our responsibility. We're the only ones who know.
Yeah,
That's
no
right.
one's gonna believe us again.
Yeah, screw them. I plan on carrying out Kami's will.
Someone strong enough to kill Naruto. I don't think it was just Owari.
I also remember Naruto wasn't dead in the visions.
Yeah, but he was stabbed. He's dead.
I'm just making sure that you didn't misunderstand anything.
regardless how strong they are. That isn't going to stop me.
I mean, all right.
Are you with me?
I'm definitely with you. Let's go start/stop a war.
But first, let's get some sleep.
All right.
Hey, so you go back to sleep. All right, and everyone sleeps. Sorry that there's nothing special for you to do right now, Silas.
Oh, I'm just sleeping like a baby.
Mm-hmm. So
Nothing
you all
bothering
wake up.
me.
You all wake up roughly at about the same time,
Yeah.
and you all see that you have a letter signed to Owari.
Or
Okay.
broke into our house again.
The traitor.
I mean, it's on your door or in your mailbox.
It's on the floor of my house because he slipped it underneath the door. I have no
Or
mailbox.
something like that, yeah. All right, so
My arch nemesis bending over. Shit.
Jeez.
so y'all grab your letters and you open it, and it says, meet me in the 3rd training grounds where we had our first survival exam. And then
Lord.
once again, signed to Owari.
Does he tell me that is?
And he gives you a map to the area.
Okay.
Shit, I forgot about that. All right, so we all go to the 3rd training ground. All right, so you all arrive at the 3rd training ground.
Yeah.
Hello, trader. I mean, Owari.
You gonna actually say that?
No.
I'm gonna say I look at the ground. I'm about to fall into a pit again.
So you see, you look around, you see the 3rd training ground. You know the 3 wood posts, the memorial stone, river, forest, blah blah blah. But you also see a couple of other things that Owari has brought with him. You see that there are 5 wooden toy-like swords and a pile of rocks, varying in size from large to small. And you also recognize that Owari himself has changed from the last time all of you have seen him. He had his like a ninja battle vest on. He no longer has that and is wearing a loose cloak, kind of reminiscent to the Hokage garb, but it's much tighter fitting and not as long.
Nice
Clothes,
studs.
Owari. Actually, I like that. I'm gonna keep silent.
Says I gotta, I changed a little bit. Figured it was time for a change of pace. So he looks around to you all and he says, "So, do you know why you're here?"
Survival training.
You are both correct. We're doing survival training in preparation for the exams. Now we're going to have quite a number of things ahead of us. So, I'd like some rundown on your abilities by visually seeing them. I would like all of you to cast a ninjutsu technique.
Just one?
Just one ninjutsu technique.
I mean, can I be a dick?
Preferably not your miss technique. But if you really want to, that's fine. I can go straight into a different training exercise with that one.
No,
that's
thank
fine.
you.
So all of you just perform a ninjutsu, and you can aim it at. I tell you what, you can aim it at me.
For real?
For real.
All right.
Well, I'm gonna move over here so that way you don't hit the memorial stone.
So we'd be in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Who goes first?
Well, I probably have the worst ninjutsu here, so I guess I'll go first.
Well, let's go by fucking initiative. How about that?
That works too.
I don't know.
Kozuke, you're up first.
Alright, I'm gonna do a ninja art shadow shuriken.
All right. So you can cast that, and your hit just hit as normal.
Alright.
So don't worry about the
one dice.
changes that I teased last night.
I'm
So
throwing
we-
this at Owari.
Oh shit! All right, that's a nat 20. That is still an automatic hit. Roll to confirm. So roll another d20. All right, that is a failed critical hit, but roll for damage.
What the heck's the damage on this? 2 1d4s.
So 2d4.
All right, he takes 6 damage. So you throw them at him. He immediately kind of like, you see, he kind of stumbles on his footing, and they kind of cut him slightly. He's like, "Oh, that was good job, good job, Kozuke.
You said we could throw it at you.
I did. I'm saying, good job, good job.
I'm sorry, Owari. I thought you were gonna dodge it.
Hey, I had every intention to.
Oh,
So,
man.
Silas, you're up next. I'm gonna ready an action this time.
GG.
So he readies up an action. Which I'm not gonna say to you guys what exactly it is, but you're not good to.
Wow.
So Silas, you're up.
All right, I'll just do the
GG.
blazing red cannon. Fuck it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So roll for your ninjutsu, which is 1d20 plus your ninjutsu.
Yeah. Oh, cool. +2. All right.
All right. So you shoot it at him, and since that's an area of effect, that starts to light up the air around him. But you see, he immediately dashes over over here, as was his readied action.
GG.
And he says, "All right, good job. Next up, Shiro."
You sure you want to do this, Owari? This is gonna be pretty
Yes.
bad. I've never
Yes.
used this.
Yes.
All right. Here we go.
I need to get a feel of your abilities firsthand.
All right. Gonna make a hand sign. Use wind sight technique. Which
All right.
fails because
Shoot it at him, and Owari swiftly and gracefully dodges the attack. Some would say like a butterfly. I'd say like a gazelle.
GG. It was a failed technique anyway.
Hajime.
Okay, I'm going to use Elemental Prism. And
And that still misses.
okay, well, should I still not even calculate damage then?
Nah, don't worry about damage.
Okay.
So you do that at him, and he just very gracefully dodges that attack. All right, so that's everyone's ninjutsu. Now, I'd like everyone to cast a genjutsu at me.
I don't
know
have
if I have any.
All right, I'll do it.
It's like I have no genjutsu.
What is a genjutsu? I can't remember.
mind.
It's something
altering.
that tends to be like, an illusion.
I don't
Might
have
change the environment, might affect them
Yeah, I
directly.
don't have any. I mean, unless you consider my mist, but
Nope.
Owari? What the heck is a genjutsu? No, I'm just-
Wow.
So, Kozuke.
All right, well, I'm gonna cast Hell's Element technique, where if it hits, he thinks he's dead.
All right.
All right. 1d20 plus 7. Is that what we're doing right now? The rank,
Uh-oh.
not the.
Uh-oh, here comes the crit.
No,
Oh,
do the
shit.
full thing.
Here
Do the full
comes
thing. Don't worry about that.
Here comes the crit.
Alright.
Oh shit.
What's the full thing?
It's a
And in
toy,
that
yeah.
case, Shiro's visions are nothing.
You believe this
So that's the
thing?
rank 2 one that you're using, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's 12.
Actually, I realize you don't have to roll a genjutsu hit check. That's genjutsu, so I just have to roll a will save. Okay. So that is fucking 1d20 plus 8. Alright, he passes the will save. He sees immediately what you're trying to do, and he looks at you and he says, "Doesn't that seem a little excessive for a genjutsu?"
I mean, no. You're not actually dying. This is good, good technique.
I see. Alright. And no one else has genjutsu. Is that what I'm understanding?
yep.
Yes.
I'm a
All right.
samurai. I don't know what that is.
I mean, you're a ninja samurai.
I failed at genjutsu.
Alright. Let's take a look here. Now, Taijutsu.
Oh yay.
Yeah.
That's me. That's me.
I can just try and punch him.
Yeah, same.
Let's see here.
So Owari's going to take a step closer. He's going to go in front of everyone as it's their turn. So Kozuke, you're up first.
I was gonna go for a roundhouse kick.
All right. I'm going to make you do a perform check to see if you even succeed at the kick if you're doing a roundhouse.
Alright,
GG.
what's my performance?
Just do 1d20 plus your melee.
Alright. Melee is 4. Just gonna make sure. Oh.
You do not. You go to lift your leg up to do the roundhouse kick, and you fall on your ass. And Owari just kind of looks at you and he goes, "All right, Silas, you're up."
GG.
I'm reading. I'm sorry. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Taihoken.
Okay.
Taihoken. And are we having to subtract our chakra cost when we do this stuff?
Don't worry about that right now.
Okay, because I was gonna say if it lands, I would love to put like the max into this I can, which would be 3d6.
Nah, don't worry about that.
Why do you want to kill Owari?
I don't, but I want to show him how hard I can hit. This is the part of it. So do I need to do
Well,
like
before you even get there, just roll to see if you do hit. So do 1d20 plus your taijutsu.
Oh man. What the
Oh, wait, no,
fuck?
that actually says unarmed melee attack, so that actually would be melee, not taijutsu. Regardless.
Oh, so should I do a taijutsu instead? That's an unarmed melee attack.
So you do a regular melee, not taijutsu with that.
Oh,
In which case it doesn't matter. You miss.
oh man.
So you gotta punch him. He feels the force behind it, but this is all right. And he walks up to Shiro.
Alright. I'm gonna go pick up one of those wooden swords.
All right.
Alright. I'm gonna go into a draw stance. I'm gonna use Yado.
All right.
And I guess so to use Taijutsu now, so
That's a miss.
easy.
Swing at him. He immediately, he feels the wind come off of your sword. That's all right. Very good. And he goes to Hajime.
I'm gonna use what I call punching Liger.
All right.
I'm just gonna throw a punch. I just need to roll
I
my
know.
melee.
1d20 plus your melee.
Thank God for the fire temple.
All right.
Holy shit.
So do 1d4 plus your melee. All right, you go swing at him. He puts his hand up and he catches the hit with his hand. He's like, "Oh, that is significantly stronger than I thought you were going to hit me.
Flying Liger.
I imagine that you were a ninjutsu user as opposed to taijutsu. All right, well, one of you succeeded to hit me. Two of you threw an
Nerds.
attack at me, and one of you somehow failed to even make his attack. Interesting.
Well, I hit you one time, so didn't want to do it again.
GG.
All right. Now then, do any of you have any chakra control techniques?
Yes.
I don't know.
No either.
You've got that one jutsu that gives you the harder skin, don't you, Silas?
Yes.
Oh, I know you.
That's a chakra.
What
Chakra
about
control.
would slippery body be one?
I think this.
I think that's a ninjutsu. I'm not sure. Let me
It
check.
is.
Kozuke.
This is one I just recently picked up, and I reach out and cut my battle vest. Then I use sewing technique on it.
Okay. As well. I can't imagine that's going to be too useful for combat. However, for fixing up your gear as well as sewing up wounds, I'd imagine would be pretty nifty.
Yeah, and I can walk up walls and stuff, but I just want to show this one off.
All right, Silas.
Okay. Kawa no Yuri, which is the skin harden technique.
Just wanted that defense.
So I use it. Boom. There we are. Hardened skin.
All right. Looks at that. He kind of looks at it as well. All right. Shiro.
concentrate, use a jumping technique. I do a backflip and jump on top of the statue.
All right, I'm gonna need you to roll a jump check if you're doing a backflip.
How many
One, get
backflips are you
one,
doing
get
in a row?
one.
All right, you succeed in the backflip. You land on top of that. Owari says, "Good job on the jump. Don't disrespect the memorial stone. Get off of that." Then it goes to Hajime.
I'm gonna climb a tree.
All right. All right. All very different in what you've got there. That's good. That's how these
Oh, I
should
also
be.
have intimidation technique, which is also a shocking control, which is I just found out. Okay.
Oh yeah, that is. I forgot. All right. Now,
It's
do
not-
any of you have any Fuinjutsu?
Nope.
Hey, what?
Well, let me show off then. So you see, he pulls out a
Doesn't Kozuke?
scroll.
Nope. I have full in jutsu I can learn. Just I don't
He
have any techniques.
Oh.
he opens up a scroll on the ground, and you can see it's got a symbol for a sword inside of it. He puts his hand on it, and he all of a sudden you see a poof of smoke comes out of the scroll, and you see that there is now a sword that he is holding in his hand from it. And you see that's a bluish sword that is kind of glowing with lightning.
Wait.
This is all right. So this would be an example of Fuinjutsu. They're sealing techniques. I know a little bit, typically for just item storage, as well as a couple of the odder end ones, but it's something that is definitely rare amongst ninja.
Doesn't
questions
Lady
on it?
1010 use that stuff?
Ah, yes, she does. Back when she actually fought, and I guess didn't own a shop.
Oh, she owns a shop. I bet.
Yeah, that's
I didn't know.
you
that.
we don't exactly know what she's been doing, in canon at least. Yes, so she uses that to summon to summon her weapons, as I have it to hold my weapons. Some people can also use it for more dangerous means. For example, you can use it to link yourself to other people, which is a forbidden technique at this point.
Why is it forbidden?
Well, because if one of you should die, the other one is likely to kill themselves.
That is amazing.
That is not amazing. That is terrible.
I mean, it enforces teamwork and people not to be so stupid.
In that way, you're right, but in some situations as Shinobi, you'll go into situations where you might not be expected to come out alive. In that case, typically someone will sacrifice themselves for the team. And if your friend does that, well, that's 2 deaths instead of just 1.
Yeah. I understand. But at the same time, that's pretty OP.
Mm-hmm. There are a number of those techniques that are out there. Always be watchful for them. And you see he puts his the sword back on it, and he casts a jutsu, and then it goes back in the scroll, and he rolls it up.
So what was that sword, Owari?
That sword was, well, that was the sword that my father used to have. It was his last gift to me before I ended up here in the Leaf Village. And I guess it's a sword that's been in my clan for a while.
That's an OP sword.
It's just it's not that great. It's got some strong lightning imbued with it, but that's really the bulk of it.
I mean, it's like a tangible soul edge.
I'm not sure what a soul edge is, but all right.
It's a chakra sword.
All right. All right, now, everyone, except for Shiro, grab one of those wooden swords.
Alright.
Okay.
You see Owari also grabs one.
Grabbing the sword. Grab the sword.
Kozuke, try and hit me with it.
I'm not so good with swords. This big.
This is a Kenjutsu style training. So if you know Kenjutsu, you can use that. Otherwise, just do a melee attack.
Hi-ya!
All right, he blocks it with almost no effort. Silas,
I don't know if I have any of those.
they'll be called Kenjutsu in the name.
Then
Otherwise,
I
just do a
guess-
basic melee attack.
Yes, I do not. All right, so
I imagine only one person here will.
Hajime.
I was gonna guess Fubuki.
CG.
So I do that plus my
1d20
melee.
plus your melee.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
Go smack.
All right, you make a strong swing with it. He does not block it. He just avoids it. It's all right. Well, strong hit. Shiro.
Yes, upward cut. Let's see.
He dodges that one as well. And Hajime.
Get it this Owari.
Wow.
All right, he dodges that one too.
There was no hitting him.
GG.
Unless you get a nat 20 at your level. All right, so that takes care of that. Now then, you see, pulls out. He opens up one of the pockets on him, and he tosses y'all a kunai.
Yeah.
You want me to do
Throw it
this?
at me.
Okay.
Kozuke, ranged attack.
All right.
Miss.
Serious? What the fuck is up with my roll?
It barely hits the tree post.
Silas. All right, that's also a miss. Shiro.
Oh my god, these rolls. We look so pathetic, Owari.
GG.
We're ready for the tuning exams.
All right, Shiro, that's definitely the best roll, but that's still a miss.
Rip.
Oof.
We suck.
These rolls.
All right.
I don't really do anything range. We're gonna die.
I have a crossbow.
Yep, yeah, you do. All right, so he decides, okay, well, that's enough on that part of training. Now let's get into something a little bit more practical, shall we? So he walks up, and he claps his hands together, and he claps them to the ground, kind of reminiscent of Full Metal Alchemist style.
Some Taijutsu.
And you see that some rock walls begin to show up around you.
Aw. Yeah. Can I just start walking up them while they're going up?
You can run.
No, it also roofs over you. So I mean, you can climb up it, but you won't
Going
get
a full
high.
circle?
GG.
And so it's also got a roof above you. Actually, you guys are completely boxed in. You don't even see Owari.
Except for Hajime, who's only partially boxed in.
What?
What are you talking about?
Do you not see him where you should be?
Oh, there he is.
I'm fully in it. Okay.
All right, so everyone's in the box, and you see a hole opens up above you, and you see Owari says, "All right, now it's time for you to now it's time to figure out exactly what you can do." And you see he drops in 3 paper bombs, and he throws them in, landing at different points in it. Actually, you know what? Yeah, let's be merciful. He's gonna throw one in right into the center. Stop the paper bomb. And then he seals up the hole.
Oh, I was gonna jump out.
That was a
Okay.
small hole. It was like
Does
Wait,
anybody-
that is
sized hole.
I have a chakra control. Okay, never mind. I have jumping technique.
Okay.
Anyway,
So this is a slow burning attack. Slow burning chakra tag. So you guys have time to discuss amongst yourselves what you want to
okay,
do.
guys. Well, is it currently? Can I see like the flame going to?
You see it's slowly going down the paper bomb.
All right, hold on. I have something for
I
this.
can hear it.
Hold on, I have something for this.
It's
gotta find
it's
it.
lit as fuck, fam.
Does anybody have
Listen.
have a water technique?
Will you shut up? I'm trying to find it.
I'm ready to cut this paper tag.
Fuck.
What I'm saying is, if you do, I can do a command and heighten your ability to put it out.
Well, I just gotta find the one. Where is it?
Time is now frozen.
Well, in real life, I would know that. Okay. All right. I'm using water sphere technique.
Hey, Hajime, use water sphere technique.
Okay,
Heck
good
yeah.
idea.
I like the
All
squad
right, do I
captain
need to
already.
roll it?
So make a ninjutsu hit check. And that would have been increased with Silas's thing, but you hit. And the water tag is doused. Or the
Water
the
tag.
bomb tag.
Hey, high five, everybody.
Oh,
Kish,
nice.
kish, kish, kish.
And then a moment goes by where you're all just kind of sitting in there going like, "What the fuck is And then the walls disappear. And he sees that he brings them back down.
This is why we have a team.
Alright.
This is all right. That's good. Now then, it's time for us to test exactly how good you all are at resisting.
I'd like to say something first.
Of course.
This is out of the game. I'm just saying, if Hajime didn't have that, I probably would have just went over there and started pissing on it. I've been holding this for a while.
That's funny. I really did have to pee in real life
I do too.
for a moment.
G effing G. All right, so he looks at you all and he says, "All right, now it's time for you to test exactly how good you are at holding your own against Genjutsu."
I'm gonna sit down.
So he walks up.
Just smile.
Is that a will save?
Yes.
Oh,
So he
man.
casts the technique. Technically, this only casts at one person. He's just going to cast it 4 times on each of you. All of you roll a will save.
It's 1d20 plus will.
Damn
right?
it!
I'm gonna opt out.
Nope, there's no opting out. You have to do this as part of your training.
I'm gonna take 10.
All right,
Alright, please.
Hajime, you pass. Silas, you pass.
Oof, Shiro.
Ugh.
That's why I'm sitting down.
Kozuke passes.
Kozuke, you
does
pass.
not.
Shiro, you do not.
Are you using Itachi's?
No.
Owari has a shower again.
No, I'm not using. No. So Shiro falls asleep. Have Fubuki roll it as well.
She has a much higher will save than me.
So Fubuki is fucking not dealing with that shit, and she actually starts barking at you to wake you up.
Where does it
And
go?
he used the lighter version of the technique, so it wakes you
I'm
up.
just imagining Fubuki just going like, God damn it, fucking guy.
That, by the way, that's what the technique was. It was a sleep technique. That's what I'm saying. It wakes you up.
Do we
So like
see
you were
white
getting
feathers?
drowsy. Fubuki barks at you, and then you're good.
Oh, sweet.
Fuck up, you pussy.
So where it says, "All right, well, most of you did a flawless job there. That said, remember, my genjutsu is much weaker than a true opponent using genjutsu. So remember to always be careful and be ready for it."
Yeah, just wake me up before I go.
Wake me up before you go. Leave me hanging on.
All right, now then.
Sorry.
So he walks up. He walks up to Kozuke.
Kill him.
He looks at you, Kozuke, and he
Chidori!
moves his hand over, and he puts his hand on your neck. He puts his hand on your neck, and it says, "Now it's time to test your fortitude.
Oh, shit.
Roll a fortitude save." He
Oh.
all of a sudden feels zap into your neck.
My fortitude is fucking high.
Not you yet, though.
I know.
We'll have to do this one by one.
That's fine. I'm just gonna have it prepped.
Ah!
You, unfortunately, fall to the ground paralyzed.
GG.
That sucks.
Does the same thing to Silas, except this time he just puts his hand on your chest. Silas holds. Shiro holds. Hajime
What up?
holds.
Do you want me to use
So,
the tree on him?
he's just gonna... No, he'll wake up here in a minute. Don't worry about that.
Almost on the
Yeah,
ground,
you're just like on the
pulsating.
ground. Yeah, just... That's exactly what I was gonna say.
Just twitching every now and then from like the shock.
Kozuke, just rub some dirt on it.
I'm gonna rub some dirt in his face.
Actually, do you have grounded?
Yeah, I'm grounded.
So you're actually going to take less of the duration from this. So you get up now.
Jesus Christ.
Just say it. Like,
got a stun gun us, huh?
It was a weaker version.
Stun
Stun
gun,
gun. Don't
dun-dun.
worry about it.
Stun gun done.
All right, now you see he pulls out his wooden sword again that he has.
Reflex, huh?
Time to test your reflexes. Swings it at Kozuke. You swiftly and gracefully dodge that one. Silas,
Oh.
unfortunately, you get bopped on the head.
I take one to the face.
Shiro, you gracefully dodge, and Hajime. And you also succeed.
You big
He's looking around, he says, all right, well, on the bright side, so far only one of you has been consistently bad at this. Each one, not like one person individually, but every round one
I
person's
thought you were
getting hit.
like trashing on Nick.
So it says, all right, now that was just testing your reflexes. Now it's going to test an actual attack against you. And so you see he casts Shadow Clone Technique.
The leaf village hidden jutsu. Oh my goodness. Uzumaki barrage.
And now he goes up, teleports in front of you pretty much with his Raisoku ability, and makes an attack at all of you. So what's your defenses?
My
16.
defense? Yeah, same.
18.
But I'm gonna use
Here,
body
I
substitution
for you.
technique.
Yeah, all right.
What kind of technique are you doing?
Said Raisoku.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
Right? No, that's what he did to teleport in front of you. Now he's just going to. Now he's just doing a basic melee attack.
Oh, okay.
I'm just gonna take it.
Body sub
All right.
technique.
So you're using body substitution. All right. Well, there's a bunch of rocks that are around him. You can use one of those.
Yeah, I just want to go over to the tree line.
There's nothing in the tree that you can use.
Fine.
There's a pine cone.
Right here.
It's got to be bigger. No, the rocks were by the memorial stone.
Haha.
All right. So he makes a melee attack at all of you. Let me fucking pull that up.
And a reaction there. Well, I guess I wouldn't be able to do a reaction if it's just like. Pop.
All right. Let's see if I roll a 1.
That'd be cool.
That is not the right command.
Oh.
All right, he hits all of you, except for Kozuke, who he hits your substitution, which disappears, and you appear back at the rocks.
GG.
And I throw
don't-
2 rocks at him.
He pretty much just bops you all on the head. So, you're gonna roll range attack.
I really have to piss. I will be right back.
Throwing
Oh
it-
yeah.
throwing it
So
at
he
him.
grabs the rocks, and he looks at you, and he throws them back, and they hit you.
God damn.
So he says, well, despite... so the shadow clones disappeared. Despite him throwing rocks at me, Kozuke is the only one who successfully passed that one.
I mean, if it was real, I'd be throwing kunais at my opponent.
I know, but I'm saying the test was actually to test your evasion there,
Ah.
in which case you're the only one who succeeded.
I thought everyone else could use body substitution too.
Yeah.
Oh, they've all learned it in the academy.
I refuse to use that technique.
Couldn't die because of it.
I'm back.
Oh,
I
that
use
felt
the
good.
Welcome back.
technique. That's it.
I needed that.
I'll leave
All
it.
right, now it's time for the next part of the test. Your escaping ability.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
Like,
I'm going to need you all to go up to me, and I'm going to tie you all up.
Oh, fine.
Oh, cool. I'll just use my strength check.
So he's going to put you all kind of like back to back, but you all have your own separate ropes, and Fubuki is chilling on the memorial stone, like on the base of it, not like on it. Says, all right, now you all need to escape this. Kozuke.
Alright, hold up. I gotta look for this ability. For some reason, it's taking forever to search for. Come on, search. There we go.
Pet, 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 pet.
GG.
Gives me a +4 to escape artist. Escape. The 20 plus 6.
All right, you finagle the ropes out from under you. Silas.
Guess all I can do is just a strength check to see if I break them.
You can do that. All right, so roll strength check.
Also, keep in mind my hardiness or whatever.
Hardness, yeah.
A rope's hard.
As hard as
Not
that.
particularly.
Yuck.
But regardless, you pass and you rip the ropes up. Shiro.
Alright, I whistled to Fubuki. Come here, girl.
Owari grabs Fubuki.
You chump. This is an escape attempt.
He says, yes, I want you to try and do an escape attempt without Fubuki.
Owari!
No.
I guess I'm gonna try and use escape artist skill. Try and slip out of these ropes.
All right.
And if that fails, I'll just try and break them.
All right, that succeeds, and you're able to finagle your way out. And Hajime.
There you go. Escape artist.
GG.
Well, that's significantly higher than I thought yours would be.
What?
All right.
God damn.
Ready for this?
All right, so you all escape the ropes. Is all right. Good job, everyone. One of you did it in a little bit more unorthodox of a manner, but that's still just fun. All right, now then, let's test your ability to sneak.
Oh
Oh,
lord.
cool.
Yeah.
I need to
So, Owari,
look at this.
What's up?
Real quick.
okay,
I have the feet stealthy.
okay. So, Owari closes his eyes, you see, and he says, you can listen while looking up or whatever you need to do. He says, all of you need to practice your ability of hiding from me.
Oh,
So
man.
you're going to need to move silently and try and hide.
What does stealthy do? I need to look that up.
Okay, so you're first, Kozuke.
Okay, that's easy.
Alright. Well, then I'll just move silently
You have to roll it.
away.
So roll a move silently check.
I fail.
All right.
So hard.
So he'll know the direction that you're coming from, so we'll get a bonus. Now you can try and hide.
GG.
Are we supposed to go hide somewhere?
In
Yep.
a minute. When it's your turn.
All right. So you're just like hiding behind a tree.
Yeah. I can't believe I rolled a goddamn.
All right. So roll a hide check as well.
God damn it.
GG.
Okay, at least you're hiding pretty well. Silas. All right. Not bad for a move silent.
I'm gonna move.
And then you can move to where you're trying to move to,
I'm gonna
and then
move
you can hide.
over here next. You said there are rocks over here, right?
Yes, but they're not big enough to cover you.
I know, but I was going to do the transform jutsu that makes me into a rock.
Okay. Okay. There are some that are big enough that you can do that and match their size. So you're gonna do that. So roll a hide check as well, but add 5 to it.
Good, because I needed that.
Wow.
All right, Shiro.
3 successes in a row.
I'm gonna try and move silently over here, jump into the tree, and then hide.
All right. All right.
Alright, so now the jump.
So that was your jump check.
Yeah.
Okay. Then your hide check.
What about that balance check?
He's fine. All right, and Hajime.
I move silently.
So you can also move yourself there, Shiro.
Jesus Christ.
Well,
Stealthy feet OP.
well, it only gives me +2, but remember my skills were buffed. So,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna move silently into the tree.
And hide check.
That's what I'm looking at right now.
Yeah, plus 15.
No.
Hmm.
It's my hide.
That lowest hide check.
All right. So let's see. There's that. So he's looking around. He says, "Well, you've all done a good job of moving silently, except for one individual. Now he's going to do a spot check. And so he looks around. What was it that you rolled, Silas? For your spot check, 23? Okay. So he looks around, he says, all right. And, he points to all of you. Hajime, Kozuke, Silas, Shiro.
Yes, we had eyesight.
Well, fuck you.
Says, I've been highly trained, but you all, luckily, you all had very good hiding spots. And against a regular opponent in the Chunin exams, for example, that very well would do the trick.
We might have to hide in tuning sounds.
Well, it's possible. We'll cover that more towards the end. I'll answer any
I
questions.
do not want to go gung.
Now then, Silas, you actually took a little bit of a head start with that last example for this next training. Everyone, you now need to disguise yourself as something.
As something?
Well, I can't do that again. It's only,
As anything.
It's only once per day, so.
I'm gonna transform into Kozuke.
But fortunate for me, I have a duffel bag, and
Transformation isn't once a day.
it isn't.
No.
And I have a +3 on disguise, and I have it. Yes.
GG.
So transform into something. I tell you what, not just something. I want you to transform into the Hokage.
Oh, okay.
All of us?
Yep, all
What
of
do we
you.
have to roll
Transform.
Are you gonna stab us through the chest?
So-
Ninjutsu.
Basically, what you're going to do is you're going to roll a disguise check. So you all use the transformation technique, which is something that you all have by default.
Nick's gonna be freaking off the charts, dude. I already knew it.
What am I rolling?
Disguise.
Oh. I don't do it.
So he looks up at, he's looking through everyone. He looks, Silas, you have, I don't, that's,
Oh,
that's,
hold on.
that's not even the right
I know
hair
what
color.
he turns into. Hold on.
Yeah, I will give you a minute for that.
Short version with a long nose.
GG. I'm gonna specify that transform into the Hokage with a mustache.
What? Why?
No one would ever suspect that.
Okay, so, he's looking at that. Yeah, we're just gonna go from left to right. He looks at Hajime. He looks up and down. He says, "All right, fairly good job." To a trained eye, still not quite enough, but that's a pretty solid transformation. Shiro, why did you add a mustache?
No one would ever suspect a mustache.
Owari punches you.
He's got a long arm.
I can't find it. This
Actually, sorry, you're right. He doesn't punch you. He walks up to you, he puts his hand on your neck, and he shocks you. Roll fortitude save.
You know, you could have just asked me to undo the transformation.
Boom.
But you passed the fortitude save, so you're a little annoyed and a little jolted, but you're fine. He looks at Silas, and then he just looks away and looks at
I'm
Kozuke.
sorry.
He looks away. He's ashamed.
So he's examining Kozuke up and down. He says, "Well, that is, dare I say, that is a near perfect transformation."
What I get wrong?
Well, nothing that you got wrong other than small variations on the height. But as I said, to someone who isn't very familiar with him and has as high of a spot check as I do in metagaming, yeah, you know what? We'll actually have him do a roll. Never mind. You're flawless.
You
Thanks
do
a
what
lot.
I mean to you?
No. That was only for Kozuke. You, Mr. Mustache, you over here. No, you don't get that luxury.
I have a long nose and different hair color.
Found that image yet?
In a Hokage outfit.
I thought he was about to stab Mike to the chest.
GG die for failing. a
So I don't-
transformation.
I don't know exactly what you're looking up,
couldn't
Hajime.
find it.
Is this it by any chance?
Is it from episode 1?
Yeah, here I'll post it in Discord.
Kind of, but it was when he turned into like the fat.
Oh, his sexy jutsu.
When he turns into the no, because he fails the Hokage transformation, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but that was the third Hokage.
That's what I was talking about. Something like that.
Okay. So at about this moment, so all of you roll another fortitude save, real quick.
Son of a bitch.
This is probably more specific than I need to be with this, but I'm doing it. All right, that's exactly how I thought this rule would go. All right, Silas. All of a sudden, your stomach begins to growl.
Oh gosh, more genjutsu.
Oh no.
This
That'd
is
be
a
a
fortitude
will
save,
save.
not a will save.
Oh, GG.
And he says, good timing. Now you're all probably getting pretty hungry here, I'd imagine.
A little bit.
Unfortunately, we don't have any food or restaurants here.
The dog.
I'll kill you.
But-
I'll kill you all.
We are in a forest with the critters scattered around. Now, this is something, we're not going to kill anything right here. But this is something that you need to keep in mind while you're, assuming you make it past the first stage of the Chunin exam. You might be in that next area, whatever they're doing, for days. You will have to find your own food and water.
I got the water. guys.
Otherwise, you'll die or starve. Actually, your water technique it's not drinkable.
Really? Does it actually say?
Or,
that?
well, it's drinkable, it doesn't quench thirst.
Oh, okay.
I'll
It,
just.
it does
really say that?
explicitly state that, yeah.
I will
Oh.
blowtorch a river, everybody. We will have.
I know at least
fish.
one of them does. If you have more than one that generates
I
water
think-
without needing water, then that one,
No,
I don't know.
I think water formation is what you're talking about. I think that's what I was looking at. So. Oh, it's pure and drinkable, but does not quench thirst. Oh,
Yeah.
wow, that's very specific.
hmm
GG.
So, when you're there, you need to think about water, food, shelter for nights, and you also need to be good at tracking. Now, Fubuki,
I know
Run.
tracking.
run into the forest, Fubuki.
Hunter.
Does Fubuki listen to me?
No. But I'll tell her it's the forest.
All right, sure. Tell Fubuki to run to the forest and just hide somewhere.
I believe I'm one of the only ones that can track.
I can track.
You have track?
I have track.
Same.
So I'm gonna move Fubuki real quick,
I do
and
not.
Fubuki's now currently invisible to all of you. Now then, it's time for all of you to find Fubuki.
It's a poor hijack. Rip.
Okay.
Well,
Well, I'm gonna try and
trackers.
track her.
All right.
Same.
Oh well, that didn't.
Do you have tracking, Kozuke?
I do have tracking.
Oh, right. You're okay.
What are you guys tracking?
Fubuki.
Footprints? Smell? You gotta be specific.
I can almost tell you I failed.
What's my
Otherwise, you're tracking just like me. I could say I'm looking for Fubuki. Be a real ninja.
So you're following footprints?
That's what I was gonna do.
Okay. So you know Fubuki ran to the right.
track? All right.
You know Fubuki ran in this direction.
That's my check.
I'm just gonna follow you guys. You guys seem to know.
Okay, so that was your track check. You actually are tracking Fubuki quite well. All of you gonna do your own thing or follow him?
I'm just
I'm
gonna
gonna follow him.
Like one of these guys. Like you guys seem to know.
All right, so you know to go up a little bit. You see the tracks go upward, and still to the right.
Am I on track?
Yep, keep going, and all of a sudden you hear a ruff 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 ruff.
Come here, girl.
Kamaru.
Hey.
I got her.
At which point, Owari, you see he's kind of been tracking behind with you as well. He says, all right. Now keep those, I'm not going to have you worry about food or water right now, but keep that in mind. However, there is something else that we're going to do now that we're right here. Follow me, everyone, to the
no.
shoreline.
We're going to swim.
Oh no, not
These
water.
are my. This is my area.
Not water. Not again.
It is time for you all to swim. Yeah, I'm gonna move you all up a little bit more. There you
How deep
go.
is the water?
Swim
I get a bonus to swim.
to the other side of the water
I mean, you can
against
just
this
walk
rushing
across.
current.
How deep is the water?
The water at first is, not too deep, but then once it gets into the middle of the river, it's about 20 feet deep.
Something's gonna happen with me here. Doesn't matter what I roll. I want it to happen. just because of stuff that's happened in the past.
All right. Let's go through order right now, though. Kozuke.
Wow. Swim across.
Kozuke, you dive into the river and you swim, and I don't know what it is, but immediately you just, like, everyone hears, like, the chanting, Kyle Phelps in the distance.
That was,
I'm out with a gold medal on my neck. Not this year.
wait a minute, I thought it was Michael Phelps.
GG.
Is it Michael Phelps?
Yeah, it's
Michael
Michael
Phelps.
All right. Hey, guys, I don't watch the Olympics.
Kyle Phelps. Kyle Phelps is his cousin who's retarded.
GG.
Oh, whoops. All right. So, Silas.
Okay. I'll go ahead and roll, but I definitely want something to happen here.
Okay.
We like sink to the bottom.
Maybe. So I jump in and I'm powering through pretty good. I'm looking very confident, and then all of a sudden something does. I have like a flashback to whenever I was in the water with your girl,
Oh, GG.
and
Higeki
she
to the
dies.
audience.
She like dies in my arms, and then I kind of like have a mini panic attack, and I sink to the bottom.
Well, shit.
Sucks to suck.
While he's having that flashback, I'm gonna use a living hell technique
And make sure
On
I
him?
die.
On him?
on him. It just shows him
No,
visions.
no. It's not your turn. No.
Shows him visions that I can help him from not drowning. I can change what. he
Living
sees.
Hell Technique doesn't do that.
Yeah, it does. Does whatever vision I want.
Does it?
Yeah, it's whatever vision I come up with.
Oh shit! Isn't that the one that like you summoned the fireball? I thought.
No. That's Hell's element. Living hell.
Oh, you're right. All right. Okay. Yeah, I'll allow it.
I'm gonna shoot the vision of Higeki in Travis's arms. Higeki's like, Silas, it's your fault.
All right. Roll a will save. Silas.
Yeah, that's what the 8 is.
All right. You do not pass the will save, and you do see Higeki in your arms. So what is she saying, Kozuke?
Silas, it's not your fault. I loved you, and you almost saved me. But go get revenge.
Revenge is not the Jedi way. Or wait, I should probably do this with water in my mouth.
No.
Is she gonna be okay, Owari?
So Shiro and Hajime and Owari just kind of look and see bubbles coming up in the river, and Owari just kind of seems indifferent looking at it. We'll
Okay.
give him a minute.
I'm gonna go ahead and take this as a plus and a positive, and I'm gonna jump from the bottom of the water on the other side. Do I need to do a jump check?
This is what I'm imagining.
Yeah, you'll have to do a jump check since you're underwater. I'm gonna say you don't completely jump out, but you pretty much jump immediately get to the surface. And then Owari, he kind of looks at Silas, and he kind of looks at Kozuke. And he sees eyeing Kozuke, and he gives a little bit of a smile.
GG.
Shiro.
GG. I'm gonna stretch first. Because I ate 25 minutes ago.
You did not eat 25 minutes ago. You have been here for hours. You are hungry.
Alright, I'm just kidding. I'm still gonna stretch though. Alright, I'm gonna
Alright.
sprint rank 2. That is swim.
All right.
Gosh.
Seems excessive, but that might prove worthy.
Wait, what if this is a real life situation?
It's a running current. I mean, I guess it is slightly dangerous. Fair enough.
It's a current.
All
And
right.
it's dangerous.
You succeed. And you swim across. And Hajime.
Owari, do we need to swim or can I just walk across?
Well, I guess the purpose of this is just to get across the water. So
Oh,
if
what?
you're capable of doing so,
I'm
go ahead.
Gonna walk across.
I would have jumped across if I knew that. Thought it was
Well,
like
jumping
swim.
would have not been allowed. Jumping would not have been allowed.
There you go.
All right.
That was easy.
All right. Well, he pulls out some lunch boxes. Let's have a quick bite to eat here, and then we'll enter the final stage of the mission.
Okay.
That's
Well,
okay.
like
I
over
can get my-
here.
that's okay. I can get my own food. I'm gonna blowtorch this water.
GG.
No,
Oh,
just
oh,
fine.
sorry, I'm moving y'all. There you go.
Am I in someone? What the fuck?
All right, I gotta take Blake to work.
Yep, you go do that. I'm gonna have a quick snack, as well as our characters are gonna be eating. We're back. You did the swimming. All right, so now Owari Alexei says, "So Hajime, I'm gonna need you to do something for me.
What's that?
I'd like you to cast your mist technique."
Thought you'd never ask.
Don't crack those
Iregakure
guys.
no jutsu. And then I also activate my mist.
All right.
What's the range of that?
50 feet, dude.
50 feet. I can do that.
I should have more vision than that.
How much should you have?
I think it's at 10.
No. You only have the no penalty at your current level.
Oh, right. I have to still rank that up.
And I'm just adjusting everyone's line of sight. All right. So you cast that, and you hear Owari. He starts talking from mist. This time, your mission is to find something a little bit more difficult to find than Fubuki. This time, your job is to find me.
All right, guys, we got a crazy idea.
What's that?
Silas, you and me can give Kozuke a boost and throw him 50 feet into the air.
You better catch me.
Oh, okay. Why would that work? But why would that work?
Because it's 50. It's like a 50 by 50.
But it doesn't matter. You throw him in the air, he's still in the mist. You can't. He comes out of the mist. Owari's still in the mist. He's still not going to see him.
Maybe he isn't.
At least
He
give
has
us
a point.
shot.
Let's go for the toss.
Just 50.
I say we just look for
Okay.
him.
Throw me. Throw me.
Well, I'm gonna head to the
Sure,
river.
right?
Hey, wait, we got to go through turn-based here.
Oh.
Dude,
Alright,
So,
two cents removed.
Before any of that happens, roll a listen check. I'm gonna roll this publicly just because I want to scare everyone.
I gotta
All right.
do it.
You got to beat a 55.
I'll just take 10. Oh, never mind. Booyah!
Oh shit! You actually, with a critical success, you can't tell exactly where it's coming from, but you know it is coming from like if you have the mist, you know it's coming from. What the fuck is that sound?
Sorry.
You know it's coming from the north half of the mist.
Hey.
Which way is north, though?
Up.
If you have the mist, so I'm the only one that knows.
No, north half of the mist.
Oh.
I mean, like, how do we tell what direction?
No, actually, none of you guys know. It's only
Up.
me.
Up
This
is
is-
north. You know that up is north.
We're a team, Silas.
South,
This is the place that you've been before. This is a place in your town. You know where north is.
Unfortunately, we can only move like 2 spaces up each time.
Yep. So Kozuke, you're up first.
Well, I'm not privileged to the information Silas said or got unless he says it.
Well, it's not my turn, so
You can
You can
always...
still talk. It's free action.
I think he's coming from the north.
All right. Well, north is serious. Then I'm just gonna end my turn.
So we get to move twice, right?
Yeah.
All right. All
How
right.
did you move so far?
I moved twice. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Wait, we can move more than one space.
as far as your vision goes.
Well,
I don't know about you, but mine's like 1.5 squares, so I just moved it to the 1.5 and moved to the half.
Shiro.
All right.
Shiro moves half
Can
a
I
space.
blindly jump? Attempt to jump 20 feet.
I'll say yes, but you might, if you collide with anything, that's not going to be good for you.
I'm cool with that. It's
And he
whatever.
jumps into Travis, and Travis elbows his face.
All right,
I'll attempt to
make a
jump.
jump check.
Roll that one, baby.
GG. The one will never come. Not on a jump check anyway.
All right, you succeed on that, so you'll move that 20 feet. The 20 feet that you could have just regularly moved to.
No, I don't get 2 moves. My vision is like 0. You only move right
But
here.
yeah, I mean, you can still move pretty much 2 squares at a time.
Well, that's still right here. That's half of that.
Well, yeah, and then you get your second move.
No, I can only move 1 square. I have 5.
Because of his
I
Yeah,
guess I
yes.
currently have his vision set to the same as everyone else's, but all right.
Are you serious? I can see nothing but myself. There's literally a square around me, and I can see nothing else.
I mean, Silas seemed to have no problem. Shihajime, you're up.
Hey, it's going my turn. I was gonna try and sense chakra.
All right, fine. I'll let you try and sense chakra.
I'll
Alright,
move in a
never mind.
second,
I'm
I
sorry.
guess.
Yes. Next turn.
So you sense Hajime's chakra all fucking around you.
No, I said never mind. I said next turn.
All right,
I don't care what you said. You still did it.
I moved.
GG.
Alrighty. Let's
Alright,
see
well,
here. Let's-
and then I'll move right here. And can I track
What are you tracking?
any footsteps that were through here?
Roll a survival check.
Oops. Bang.
Nope. Don't detect anything.
Dang it.
So anybody know where we're actually going? Everybody know
North.
where it's at?
I heard something coming from the north as he was leaving. I'm assuming that's it. That
Can
was
I-
him.
You guys want to bet some Rio on this?
No.
How much you want to bet we're going to get all the way north? He's not going to be up there
He might be.
because it takes
He
us
might be
so
moving.
goddamn long to get there.
Might be moving. You never know.
19,000 real that he's not going to be in the
Shiro.
spot.
I forgot to move Fubuki with me.
Unfortunately, Fubuki is not moving with you.
Alright. I'm just gonna pretend like
Hajime?
just gonna randomly just do stuff.
I'm gonna leave her where she was.
It's my turn.
Yep.
Oh, come on now.
Got your game.
Okay.
So everyone roll a listen check.
Told you.
Shit, sorry. I'm going back. I meant to push up and it started moving my character. There it is. Hey.
So, interestingly, oh wait, so wait on Kozuke.
I rolled 12.
All right. So, interestingly, everyone but Shiro hears this. So I gotta make one change real quick. All of a sudden, you hear the barking of Fubuki.
From what direction?
From south, from where you originally came from. Fubuki hasn't moved. But you hear it seems to be he's like ruff, 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 and just like immediately stops.
All right. Well, then I'm gonna jump 20 feet.
Do a jump check.
Backwards. What makes me jump at?
You jump backwards. You do a backflip.
No, I'm just getting around and jumping.
You do a style, fam.
No.
All right, you'll succeed on your jump check.
How far is 20 feet? Bang.
Technically, Nick and I don't have to do that. We still move the same amount, but that's okay.
You might not. I see you, Owari.
Do you say that?
Yeah, I say that out loud.
All right.
Found you.
You can't quite see him exactly, but you do see a smile on his face. And everyone else hears him yelling, "I found you!" Silas, you're up.
It's gonna be a clone.
All right. What's this? The river. Good. GG. That was my turn.
All right. Shiro.
All right, whatever. I'll see if I can walk back. Next.
All right. And Hajime.
There you go.
So I'm just going to move this guy back up to the real layer. So, Kozuke, you see Owari, he kind of starts walking up. He walks up to you. You see he gestures with his finger, like he gestures to follow him.
All right.
And he starts walking up. And you see he walks by you, Shiro, and he gestures for you to follow him as well. That what you're doing, Kozuke? That it for you?
I'm just gonna follow.
All right. Silas. Hajime. Oh, sorry, Shiro.
No, there. Come here for Boogie. Alright, and I'm gonna follow Owari as well.
Alrighty. And Hajime. I'm sure I didn't make something properly. Well, it looks vaguely like what I want. So, I see you moving all around that area.
Try.
You done there, or? All right. Owari keeps walking. Kozuke.
All right, and bye bang.
Shiro or Silas.
I'm gonna radio my friends. Hey guys.
Okay.
Hey guys. Looks like I'm by myself right now. Where y'all at?
I found Owari.
Somewhere in the
So-
mist.
Kozuke and Silas, you two hear each other. You all sound really close to each other, as a matter of fact.
Okay. From what direction?
You can tell pretty clearly he's coming from that direction.
Well, that's good to know. Hey!
And so Owari he puts his finger on his lips to be quiet, and he then tells you and Kozuke like just gestures stop.
All right. I stop and I get into a defensive positioning.
All right, Shiro, you're up.
By the way, I don't have a radio.
Nope.
Yeah, you don't.
Yeah, you don't. You left for several days. I was going to give you one, but you were gone.
Sorry, I got buffed.
All right, Hajime.
Is right. You buffed.
That's too big. So I'm making something real quick on the side here.
Ooh, we're gonna learn to fight in the mist. Good. Welcome to my world.
Silas blows a fireball, which clears the mist.
That's not how it works.
And slice.
So you're all pretty close to
what is
Owari
that?
now. What? Oh, are you seeing something?
I've seen something.
I see something.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, no.
That's something I'm going. No, something I'm going to be putting in later here in just a second. That's just an aura to resemble an area of effect.
All right.
Okay, so Silas and Kozuke and Hajime, you all see this. Shiro, do you have a vision of Owari at this point?
No.
Nothing at all?
No.
Alright. No, he's going to do something else first. He's going to use a wind jutsu that disperses the mist.
I can just cancel it. You can just ask.
He's gonna use a wind jutsu that disperses the mist.
Wants to look like a badass.
All right.
A T-Rex? No.
That is not a
What
T-Rex.
the fuck kind of T-Rex do you know?
It looks like a T-Rex.
And,
before I backed that
Fucking
one.
samurai.
No, let's keep that at 40. So you see, Owari, he pulls a scroll out from his fucking pocket that he's got on him.
It's like a paper wad.
I mean, that's what the token is.
It's like a
He throws it into the sky,
It's a
and you realize that something happens. Out from the scroll bursts a bunch of shuriken,
Oh, fuck.
and he says as he throws it up into the air, "I hope you're ready to see exactly what I'm capable of, as I'm looking to see what you're capable of." And see, the shuriken all disperse, but they disperse evenly, and they're not going at you. You see that they're going around you. I need to move this to the back real quick. You see that they have formed a dome, and that Owari, who is holding a kunai in the center, shoots a bit of a lightning stream into one of them that branches into all of them, creating a dome of essentially shuriken that is all connected together with some yellow chakra threads, essentially.
Dope. You stole this from Guardians of the Galaxy.
I mean, I literally didn't even put those two things together until you just said it. But sure.
GG.
This is dope.
This is cool.
Continue.
He says, "All right, your job is plain and simple. Defeat me."
dun 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 dun.
All right.
Hey, Kozuke, I can use that one technique that drops me to 0 real quick.
No.
Sorry, I realized I said that wrong. Defeat me isn't what I'm supposed to be saying there. Your task is simple. Catch me and hold me down.
Well,
You're
Anything
first,
necessary?
Kozuke.
I'm not going to be very good at this.
What kind of
I mean, you
techniques
can hurt him if you want. Do what you need to do.
Kozuke, use the Genjutsu.
I don't know how well this will work. Oh,
He's got like some disabling techniques.
I mean, I've got a blind technique and then a stun.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Does the electricity hurt us if we touch it?
I mean, you'll have to touch it and find out.
I don't want to, because I have an idea. I have an idea.
Oh, I don't know if I should use this. Alright, fuck it. Ray of lightning technique.
In the light.
All right. So as soon as are you targeting it at him?
Yeah.
All right. As soon as you do that, he's going to use an instant use of an ability where he immediately poofs over here.
Yay. Silas, aren't you good at like tackling?
Yeah.
We're
but
you on the
if
Hidden
I-
Leaf Village's football team? Like, let's go.
He
if
also
I-
uses a quick draw ability where he pulls out a kunai and he uses it to attach another chakra thread around and connecting it to the whole thing.
All right, so let's talk about this.
I think
In
top, we're
battle.
gonna fight.
I can use my water cannon and try and push him back into the fence.
Yeah, water inside of an electrical area. That's a great idea.
Well, you guys aren't being electrified where you are. It's literally a
Just
dome
The
around
thing is
you.
just a dome of electricity, like a fence.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's essentially a chakra-infused chain link fence that's all around you.
That's what I thought.
Goes up about 50 feet as well.
All right, well, you guys got the ninjutsu. We can try and corner him. Successfully striking him. Get him in a position where Silas can grab him.
Grab Owari.
I love your reaction to that.
I don't think we're going to be able to win this one, guys. If we go after him, if I try to tackle him, he's just going to disappear and go to the other side.
Maybe,
Walk up
maybe
to the other
not.
side.
We have to set a trap.
Drop.
Yeah, but he's spotting us. So someone's gonna have to like.
I can activate my mist
No.
That's probably not a good idea.
for you guys.
Or I just kind of look around. I'm waiting. Kozuke, you're up first.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm up first. I thought I attacked already.
Oh yeah, you're right. You did. Silas, you're up.
So I was just waiting.
All right, I'm gonna use the thing that Connor told me he didn't want me to use earlier.
What did I say?
The Sasuke.
The Shishi Renden.
All right, he's gonna use the exact same thing he did to Kozuke, and you see he poofs over here. Once again, for instant action, pulls out his kunai.
Man, that ability is bullshit because if you master it, you can do it as many times as you want.
At the cost of chakra.
Yeah, but still, he can go forever.
Reminds me, I should keep track of that. And at this point, you're going to be reducing your chakra whenever
I
you use
thought
the
I
ability.
had.
A putty tat.
No.
I'm gonna do an attempt to see what kind of skill it is. Is it like a ninjutsu or
Wait, what?
whatever technique Owari just used?
Actually, I just realized something that's a limiter on that. Technically, it can't be used more than once per round, so he's going to use a different technique as opposed to Raisoku for that one. So when you go to do your attack on it, Silas, you see that a rock appears in front of you.
Kick the rock up in the air. It hits one of the shurikens on the that are electric.
Unfortunately, you've already done your attack turn, so, you know.
Well, I mean, if I was going to kick you though, and if a rock appears, don't I kick the rock?
You didn't make a fair argument, yes.
Okay. So, kick the rock. It goes into the electric fence.
And evaporates from the electric.
As soon as it hits the fence, you see it's immediately just, like, shot back down.
Okay. Fair enough.
So, Shiro.
What I just saw, you moved to clear at least 25 feet, maybe 30. My eyes are bad, so I can't tell.
If you take that blindfold off.
25.
25. Right now, you're back against a river.
Mm-hmm.
I say we flank them.
Okay.
If you can't move more than 30 feet, then we can probably get them. I'm just gonna move right here. This is 30 feet.
You got quiet there. What was that?
No, you get whatever. I'll move right here, and I have to move right here,
All right.
and I'm gonna activate speed rank 2,
Okay.
and in my turn.
Aye. So, Hajime.
Yep. I'm gonna move to here.
Okay.
Distance is that? And I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait and see what happens next. I'm gonna like
Okay.
ready up a. I can't really. There's no point in readying up. But all right, I'm good. I have an idea.
All right. So now you see Owari. He kind of smiles and he looks at Yushiro. He says, "Well, that's an interesting ability you've got there." And you see he uses a technique as well. Roll a.
We'll save. No thanks.
No, not a will save. Fucking, I need to remember exactly what this technique is. What the fuck is it? Yeah. Roll a identifying check.
Ninjutsu?
Taijutsu.
Taijutsu.
Oh.
Alright, so
Taijutsu check. I barely made it. Maybe.
No, you did not make it.
GG.
Today, Junior.
So Shiro, you recognize that what Owari has just activated is rank 5 speed.
11 level 20, 12.
He's a fucking Jonin.
So yeah, at least that. Yes, he does that, and he. Let's see, he can move because of that. He can move 60 feet for move action.
Yeah. As long as he's not
Also
moving
gains
too-
+5 to his. He's just gonna chill there. He's not gonna do anything. That's it for him. Kozuke.
Alright, well, I'm gonna use Demonic Mirage Living Hell Up technique.
Okay.
Do I need to roll or?
He's gonna need to roll a will save,
Oh.
which does not pass. However,
no.
so roll a
don't-
spot check, Kozuke.
Don't play some GM bullshit on this. He hits you.
I mean, one could argue whether or not this is GM bullshit, in which case it is, but it's also something that, like, I'm not pulling out of my ass. So, Kozuke, you see... first off, roll damage.
You're kidding me. I don't have, that doesn't have any damage.
What does it do, then?
It shows
Fucks you up.
yeah, it shows you an, what's it called?
Like an illusion.
Yeah.
Oh, I keep thinking you're using the other one. Alright, what are you trying to show me?
I'm gonna show him. I don't know if I should
Do
do
it.
it.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it!
Yes, nigga, do it, Kozuke.
I'm gonna
Do
show
it.
him a net appearing over his whole body.
You've already used the ability. You've got to fucking do something.
I know, but I'm gonna regret this later really badly. I'm gonna show him his parents. Like he's flashback into the room,
Oh.
sees himself next to his parents, and his dad saying the same thing over to him. It's like
Shut
they're
the fuck up.
And that's why he went and killed the Hokage.
So,
and that's why
with your spot check, you see his eyes, something changes in them. You see something appears that kind of appears to be like a triangle-shaped reticle around his pupils. And currently, it's fixed on you. And you see he's now glaring.
Fuck. I'm gonna regret this immediately. I mean, that's all I'm gonna do. Well, I'm gonna ready my body substitution. Just
You've already done
to
it.
kill me. I can do it 2 times.
Oh, good for you.
What mastery is your substitution again?
It is rank dos.
Okay. So that's it for you. Silas.
Does anybody else notice the eye thing, or is it just Kozukai?
You can roll a spot check if you want. Hey, fuck it. Yeah, y'all see it. I don't care.
I'm gonna die.
Sensei, is everything okay?
He remains silent.
I'm sure he's pissed.
He's our enemy right now.
Oh, I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna go ahead and turn on total defense.
Standing in
Okay.
front of me.
Yeah, I am.
Alright. But Connor, was he indifferent, repulsed, fearful?
He's pissed.
He's angry.
So
He's none of the above.
He's
He's
indifferent.
if anything, he's indifferent. Yeah.
So, hey, does that stack with the harden that I already have on?
Maybe.
Oh yeah, it would.
Cool. So I got +2 right now. Nice.
You have a hard on?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I saw Habuki and I just couldn't help myself.
Oh my god. That went somewhere not okay.
I know. I just want everybody to feel uncomfortable for a minute, and they did.
So that it for you, Silas?
Ye-
Move up to where?
Yeah, it is.
All right, Shiro, you are up.
All right. I guess I'm gonna try and see. What do you guys think? I'm gonna try and get him to teleport away again.
I don't think that's gonna work.
Well, what are you gonna do? We gotta catch him to succeed.
I don't know if this. I have a feeling that this exam is over.
I'm going
I'm not gonna give
back.
up here. Come on, we gotta think of something. All right,
So
let's
I
try
know
and
the
flank him.
theory of chaos.
All right, somebody try and flank him with me.
All right.
Pretty sure that's what Hajime was doing.
All right.
And he just activated the extra speed ranks, so I don't know if this is going to work.
Well, if we flank him, then we'll have a better shot, at least.
Good luck.
I'm gonna take up total defense stance as well.
Alrighty. Hajime.
I'm gonna move right here,
All right.
and I'm gonna use Elemental Prism.
All right. So he's gonna use an instant action.
Okay.
Raisoku. At which point he teleports right behind Kozuke.
Oh no.
So that it for you, Hajime, then?
Yeah.
So Owari is going to use a technique against you.
Chidori.
Kozuke.
Chidori.
He is going to use... so you see, he draws his sword.
Oh, shit.
Well,
And he is going to use the technique... roll a Taijutsu check, everyone, to see if you identify it.
I won't.
Yeah, I might. I got...
I'm not gonna
There's
see
no
it.
point.
Boo, yeah.
So Silas and Shiro, you are actually familiar with this technique. You've heard about it. For all I actually don't know, you actually might have it, Shiro. But it is Hoko Jutsu, also known as Armed Technique Muscle Destroyer. And he's going to make an attack at you, Kozuke. And because he's in speed rank 5, since you don't have at least speed rank 2, you can't avoid it with substitution.
Nope. So, rip me.
So he takes it, and now I'm going to need you to roll a fortitude save.
Fortitude.
Actually, I guess I should roll the hit on it first, shouldn't I?
Nah, you're fine.
It hits.
Alright.
At which point, he's going to hit you with his sword pretty hard.
This was just a training exercise.
Yeah, I mean, Kozuke changed the rules.
So, let's see, you... So you are basically going to... I mean, you're feeling a lot weaker right now. He's also going to deal damage to you. Let me fucking do that. Thankfully, he doesn't have a
10d6.
Thankfully, he doesn't have a super strong hit with this. So you take 8 points of damage.
Jesus Christ. Alright. If he wants to play like
And
that, we'll play like
It was
that.
a muscle
And
destroyer, so your arm
he
no longer
also-
works.
He's also now going to yell at you. He said, "How the hell do you know about that?"
You know how I know? Coyote told me.
He looks at you and he glares. Coyote doesn't know about that.
Well, somebody told him.
Shiro. Kozuke's fucked.
So he's going to use one more instant action. And he's going to teleport outside of the field.
Oh.
And you see he puts his hand on it, and the field begins to shrink.
Oh,
I have a question.
Doesn't okay, yeah, you're still in the range with that. Yeah?
I'm just gonna try and do it.
Okay. Kozuke, you're up.
Alright. I mean, I don't know what to do.
I know what I'm gonna do.
Hey, target whatever that thing is
Apologize!
Right there. Target this thing.
I mean, I thought that was just the center thing.
I think it's literally just the center of the field. There's technically also kunai there, but I mean, I'll add this to resemble it as well. There's also a kunai there. And a kunai there.
All right, well, let's just break these things. Maybe the field you're up.
All right. Well, I'm gonna grab it.
All right, so you grab it. I'm gonna need you to roll a fortitude save.
Fuck.
All right, so it hurts you, but you're not stunned. You can tell it's definitely channeling lightning and electricity.
Does
So
the
you're
field
still gonna
like go
take some
all the way
damage.
down to the ground? Like in the water, it goes to the bottom of the water.
Yes.
Okay.
I take no damage at all.
You take 1 damage.
No, I don't. I take half damage, and that's 1, so I take 0.
What do you mean you take half damage?
Because of my grounded thing. I take half damage of any lightning damage dealt to me.
Does it say rounded up or rounded down?
Rounded down.
Okay, then yeah, you take 0 damage.
It's got 0.
Your muscles feel a little tense after grabbing it.
And I'm gonna ask if anyone knows how to cut chakra.
Nope.
No? For real? Nobody?
When would we have learned this?
Never.
I have no idea. I'm gonna see if this technique can cut chakra. I'm just gonna make sure.
We can do attack on it. What's weak against lightning? I don't remember because I'm like not a real ninja.
Would minor
I
electric
can't
current
metagame to do it.
would electric current cut chakra?
I mean, you can test it and find out.
Earth, Mike. Earth.
All right,
So first, okay, there are
Okay,
2 things I'm
Mike.
gonna say.
So that's right.
No, that would not cut chakra. I'm just gonna tell you that.
That's what I
And also, lightning is strong against Earth in the Naruto world.
Really?
Yeah.
So is lightning weak against water?
no.
So basically, what it is
I'm going
is
off Pokemon. Like
so fire is strong against wind. Wind is strong against lightning. Lightning is strong against Earth. Earth is strong against water. Water is strong against fire.
Well, we got someone who can slice these bad boys up.
It's too bad I'm negative on ninjutsu.
Can I lend you my ninjutsu? Shiro, train me on a technique.
So,
'cause I
Silas,
can
what are you
wield
gonna do?
wind.
I am.
Punch it.
No, fuck that. I'm looking at something.
Aye, aye.
Attacking them, striking the person.
And Chris back.
Oh man, why didn't I use that earlier? Oh, you would have just ran away from it anyway.
What?
I actually have something that if someone's underground, I can hit the ground and it will hurt them even though they're underground.
Oh, that's cool.
Cool. He's not underground.
I just
There's
wondered.
fought underground opponents before.
I just wondered if I could hit the ground and maybe break the ground open, and I could hop in.
If the ground beneath you isn't solid, that might work.
Well, if I remember correctly, the ground beneath me isn't solid.
I mean, you can try it and
Are
find
you
out.
gonna fall into the cavern though?
I would prefer to do that than die. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do that.
That technique is Iwakuzu Taigeki.
Okay, I'm gonna use that on the ground in front of me.
Sounds a lot
Okay.
like Haigeki.
Yeah, I thought that too.
So
All right, so you use it. You're not gonna have to make a hit check because you can fucking punch the ground. You're not that retarded. That sounded a lot more insulting. I'm sorry. It wasn't intended to be.
Reflex save. I failed it.
Fucking roll a burn save.
bitch.
So you punch the ground, but it does not falter.
It's been nice knowing y'all.
And you also remember that the part where the ground was weakest was
Closer to the boulder.
yeah, it was right over here.
So outside the field.
Yeah.
Well, I get to move once, so
I mean, are you sure you want to move there?
yeah, Master, please.
Please. Is that it for you?
Yes.
Is that all you're saying?
Yes.
Okay. You see Owari just remains silent and he says the test is over.
What if I shove my sword through it? Kozuke.
Owari also yells to Shiro to get Fubuki away from Kozuke.
Why to get him away from Kozuke? What's wrong with him?
If you want Fubuki to be fine without any issue, I recommend getting Fubuki away from him.
What's gonna happen to Kozuke?
You about to die,
I'm
son.
going to interrogate him.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing you're immortal.
I don't know that.
We'll have to find out.
Could you be pulling with me?
Oh, is it my turn? It is my turn.
Yep, it's your turn.
Right here.
You took it way too far, Nick.
Here.
This is nothing that was intended to happen in the slightest.
GG. And although my ninjutsu is poor, I'm gonna try and save my friend by using one second.
Okay.
Somehow
All right.
I succeeded the technique.
Where are you using it? Like on the kunai that's next to him?
This one here.
Which one? That one? Alright, you do it at it, and you see, so you hit it like right above the kunai, like where the thread is, or are you going through the kunai?
Really good.
Through the kunai? Alright, you do it, and you hit the kunai, and it splits in half, and that chakra thread ends. However, you see that the whole field is still up.
That's one down.
Hajime, you are up.
Rip me.
I started speaking like a wire there for a second.
Bet you are worried.
Yeah, you know.
Oh, I didn't know it was my turn.
I said Hajime, you
Oh, I
are
didn't
up.
hear you. Well, I'm just gonna wait, see what happens. Like,
Why don't you attack that
Not gonna do anything?
that kunai?
I don't want to. Well,
You want to save Kozuke?
I don't
it's not
think
that I
anything
want
we
him
can
to
do is gonna
die.
save Kozuke
I don't.
now.
I mean, okay, I'll shoot my pressure cannon at it. Do you want
Okay.
me to roll?
Yeah, just roll a hit check.
Okay.
You know, it's a small target. You gotta still hit a certain point, even though it's not dodging. Alright. You succeed, and that kunai also falls, and the thread is ended.
Turn.
Alright. So you see Owari, he teleports, this time, above Kozukai, above everyone. He is on top of the dome, standing upside down with his feet attached to the dome, to the shurikens.
Dang.
And he is going to throw. You see, he pulls out some iron wire, and he is going to use a technique. Roll a ninjutsu check if you want to try and identify
Yeah.
it.
I'll just take 10.
Taking 10 will not work
Yep.
here.
I'm not gonna roll.
All right, Hajime, you recognize it. Anyone else going to try?
I mean,
Kozuke, you going to try? All right, so he's going to do a ninjutsu hit
Well, what
check.
is it?
Oh, right, you got it. It is iron wire bind technique.
Okay.
And so now he's going to do a hit check, which is a ranged touch attack. But that's a hit. And you are now
Oh no! I'm
bound,
reading
bound
this.
to the ground.
Uh-oh.
So you're now bound to the ground and immobilized for as long as I'm either holding the wires or concentrating.
This is mean.
Or until you can manage to break free as well. Of course, that's always a possibility.
Yikes.
But as finally part of his instant action, the field doesn't end. The field shrinks again, but you see this time it shrinks rather rapidly. And as it begins to pass you guys, it opens up and lets you through.
Mike, you're halfway in the shield. Oh.
Sorry. Yeah, a little bit lower. There we go. And you see Owari kind of falls to the ground then, standing next to Kozuke, who was bound to the ground. So, Kozuke, you're up.
I'm just gonna let this happen.
You're okay? Not gonna do
Not
anything?
gonna do anything.
Okay. He's gonna say one more time, I guess. Tell me, where did you find that?
You wouldn't believe
How
me.
do you know that?
You wouldn't believe me if I even told you.
Try me.
All right. Well, a magic gem showed me.
A magic gem.
Yeah.
Well, looks like you're right. I don't believe you.
Told you.
Silas, you're up.
Bum 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 ba-da-dum.
Well, well,
Hey, just not gonna do anything.
nope.
All right. Shiro, you're up.
This is the perfect time to pass the exam, guys.
How? We can't get in the electrical field.
I'm gonna try it though.
Okay, have fun.
So you're gonna grab it? Or what?
Gonna try and run through it.
Alright. You run through it and you are immediately launched backwards as soon as you come into contact with it. Roll a fortitude save, and then you're gonna take 1d4 damage.
How far back is he gonna fly?
It just launched 5 feet. Alright, you pass the fortitude save, but you still take 4 damage. Anything else that you're doing, Shiro? Technically, that's only a move action that you just did.
Alright, I'm trying to jump on top of it. Like right on top of the kunai.
Right on top of a kunai? Okay, roll a jump check.
How far are you gonna fly this time?
Oh, rip.
Unfortunately, you go to jump on it, and as soon as you step on it, you just, you're launched again. You're launched right next to Silas, and this time, no fortitude save, you're guaranteed stunned.
Alright. Next to Silas. There you go.
Yep, next to Silas. Yeah, like right
And you
there.
don't take any extra damage because I catch you.
Hey.
Okay, sure. I'm fine with that. So Owari says he starts talking and says, "This is your last chance. Tell me how you know.
I told you how I know, and I'm not lying.
And then show me this magic rock.
I don't have a magic rock.
You said it was a magic gem, didn't you?
Yeah,
Show it to me."
Shiro has it.
He looks at Shiro. Shiro.
Aren't I like dazed?
Yeah, you're stunned.
Like,
He's gonna chill there for a minute.
what do you want from me?
We're gonna continue the cycle here. So Kozuke, it's your turn again.
I'm just gonna sit here and do nothing. And just look at
All right,
Owari.
Silas.
I'm going to attempt something that I've never done before, and we're going to
Okay.
see how it goes.
Okay.
I'm going to do a jump check to see if I can get to the top of this thing. I'm going to try to jump completely over it, but while I'm jumping over it, I'm going to try to stick a paper bomb that I have in my inventory on that kunai and try not to get electrocuted in the process.
You just dropped.
Okay.
So I need to do like a jump check, right?
Yep. Make a jump check.
All right.
It's gonna take some effort and skill.
Well, I'm skilled as I roll a 1.
GG.
So you succeed on that. You jump up above it. You throw the paper bomb on it. It hits, and then you landing again.
And I land, I guess, on the other side.
Bye-bye.
Sure. Yeah, that'll be fun.
And
Now, you gonna go to trigger it? Also, you can do it all in one
That
turn.
is an expensive paper bomb. Yeah.
All right. So you see Owari, who is still touching the ground. As soon as you activate it, you see it seems to burn out. Roll a ninja or a chakra control check. All of you can do it to try. This is to identify.
Well, I'm dazed right now. Pretty sure my vision's blurry.
Yeah, you're right.
Identify what? I'm sorry.
Paper bomb.
So the paper bomb. Identify what Owari's doing.
What do you want me to roll?
Chakra check.
Chakra control.
Got it. Control. Oh,
All right. So all three of you are able to successfully identify that as the chakra burn technique, which is when he's able to use his own chakra to reduce or to completely negate a paper bomb,
GG.
and can be used as an instant reaction.
There
as
goes
well
a
to respond
there
to
goes
an
a
attack.
there goes a 66 paper bomb. Thanks a lot, Nick.
What do you mean? Thanks a lot. I'm just doing nothing. You didn't have to do it.
I'm trying to help you.
So Shiro, you are no longer stunned now.
why was Shiro stunned?
He jumped on top of the dome and got super shocked.
And I'm gonna do it again.
We need.
Some might call him static.
You know what we need? You know what we need right now? We need a
Fire next
shockbuster.
So once you're finally awake again, Owari looks at you and he says, "Show me this magic gemstone, Shiro."
Lord.
Gym. So you know about the gym then, huh?
I do.
Well, I think you.
Kozuke just told me.
Well, that gym is broken.
How convenient.
Very. Believe it if you want. Don't it? Doesn't matter.
Did it just like break into dust? It did, huh?
Yeah. Turn into dust.
And tell me, Shiro, what did this gemstone do? What did it show you and Kozuke?
It showed us a part of your past.
And what did you see?
Saw your mom and your dad dying. And we saw you left alone. Sorry, Owari.
Did it show you anything else?
That was it.
Roll a diplomacy check.
Sure, it's undiplomatic. I like to
He
solve
doesn't
words.
believe you.
Okay. So is that it for your turn?
Oh no, I was gonna try and like jump up here the same way. Do the exact same thing as jump on top here.
Okay. You see that your actions, especially your apology, seems to have made Owari not quite as cold as he was, but he's still, holding his position and everything.
Right.
So you jump on top.
Well, actually,
Again.
yeah. If you say that, then will you let Kozuke go now?
Owari remains silent.
Talk to me, Owari. There's nothing
He
else.
remains
he knows.
silent. He remains silent.
What the?
He seems to be thinking about something.
What the heck?
Hey, where are you moving, Hajime?
I was just moving around the field. Not actually doing anything.
Hey, it is not your turn. Shiro.
All right. In that case, yeah, jump.
All right. Jump, and you're going to land on it again. Roll a jump check. All right. Now roll a balance check.
Ooh.
All right. You are able to hold your own on top of those kunai for the moment.
I'm gonna use one scythe one more time here. Hope I don't
All right.
fail. Yes.
So you succeed. Where are you casting it at?
Right on my feet, where the kunai is.
All right. You have dislodged one of the kunai. The hole is still too small for you to get through.
All right. Well, that's my move and attack action, so I'll wait here for now.
Aye, aye. Hajime, you are up.
I'm gonna keep watching.
All right. So you see Owari teleports out of the field. And Shiro, roll a reflex save real quick.
Alright, declare quickness.
Well, that's fine. That's not what this is about.
No.
So you see that all of a sudden the chakra field seems to be... It seems as though it's about to end. But you're still on top of it. So do you want to jump off?
Yeah.
I'm going to give you the option that you can jump off on it. So you can jump off where you are. You can jump off up to 15 feet.
Just jump off where I'm at.
All right, just where you're at.
Yeah.
So you see that happens. And so the field itself ends. I'm going to remove that. And the kunai have just started to dangle. But you see Owari cast another ninjutsu.
Then you
You can roll another ninjutsu check if you want.
Okay.
Only
I'm not-
Hajime can roll this check. Because he identified the first one.
Ooh.
Damn.
So you identify the technique. You are familiar with this one as the iron wire killer magnet combo.
Iron wire what?
Iron wire killer magnet
I'm
combo.
gonna get crushed to death.
No, you're gonna get zapped.
So every kunai that you see was falling Shiro, as well as every bit of metal that is currently on all of your person. So your weapons, Shiro, Owari's weapons, and Silas's sword, as well as any kunai and bolts that Zack has on him, or sorry, Hajime has on him, are immediately dashing
Oh my
at
god,
Kozuke's location.
I'm reading this. Oh my Lanta.
And Kozuke, you see that they immediately all stop 1 inch from your body. And pretty much everyone else can't make out exactly what they're seeing. They all see just like fucking metal buried into you. But then you see that they all drop to the ground.
I'm gonna go, Owari, why'd you stop? I wanted to check something out.
Owari ignores you, and he keeps walking. And he just walks away. He says, "Your mission is done for the day. I was going to give you some money to help shop to prepare for the tuning exam." He glares at you, Kozuke. He says, "But I've changed my mind. When the time comes for the tuning exam, meet me at the train station. You have 1 week." And he disappears.
Thanks a lot, Kozukai.
Thanks, Kozukai.
You want to take over and pick up my sword?
Silas,
Yeah,
pick him up, throw him in the water, stand on him.
I've thought about it.
You are still bound, Kozuke.
I
Oh,
pick all my shit up and walk back to the village.
I pick all my shit up and I say, now I have one less great paper bomb. Thanks. And no money.
Yeah, I'm going with Silas. Silas, let's go back.
Oh, it's AD.
I'm not going off the map. Don't go off the map. Don't go off the map.
Almost. That was almost a fuck up there.
Alright, that was okay.
So you untie him.
And let's head back to the village.
That was a great mission.
Shut up. You hear me just yell that. Shut up.
So a week goes by. We're not going to do anything special in that week unless you guys need to do some shopping that you want to
I
do.
mean,
Did
did
we
I
get-
lose any bolts or like?
Did we
did I-
get anything?
No, everything you can still pick up.
Did
Did we
again.
get anything from that?
Nope.
No
no
experience,
experience?
No. Not enough that it would matter at this
The
point.
only thing I got was just one less paper bomb.
Didn't have to use it though.
You said a week. Did you say a week goes by?
Yeah, about a week goes by.
Can we assume that I went to my job 7 days then?
Yeah, sure.
Sweet.
About a paper
17.
bomb within that time.
I can't get another one of those. Thank you.
Jeez.
Could I have done training like during that week to increase like my?
What the fuck is wrong with your voice right now?
Oh,
Sounds like he's far away from the mic.
Who's that,
It
Zach?
sounds like you're fucking holding a cup to your fucking
I
microphone.
plugged in my camera, and so
Okay.
I.
Are
was
you in a
just kinda-
well?
Uh, Is it okay if I like? I wanted to like pick up my fist fighting technique.
Well, you can't mastery it beyond a certain point at this point. You have to be effective character level 5.
So I can't go anything further right now.
Nope.
Oh, awkward.
Yeah.
Alright, can I?
How do you know that?
Because it's in the
Oh, is
description
that what,
of the
is that what
ability.
ECL means?
Yeah, effective character level.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And so to get 4th rank, I have to be level 10.
Right.
Oh.
So is there anything that anyone's going to do at the village during this time?
Yes.
I mean, I was gonna go to hot springs a couple times, and that's about it.
Okay, Shiro, what are you doing?
Train or try to master a technique.
All right, what are you mastering?
Yeah.
So you get home and you see that there is a walkie-talkie waiting for you there, or a not a walkie-talkie,
Radio.
yeah, portable radio.
All gift wrapped. Signed, Silas.
Signed Owari.
Mm.
He said this was our former teammates. I've given it to you. All right, anyone else doing anything?
No.
I'm going
Just
to
cooking.
and then sleep.
Making that jerky.
All right, so y'all wake up, grab all your gear for the tuning exam.
Looking swaggy in my travel cloak. Let us go.
What the? Why did my Steam just open up? All right. And you all arrive at the train station. At which point, Owari gestures you all on. He's waiting outside for you.
GG.
Let us get on.
And y'all hop onto the train and you start going to the to the Cloud Village. While you're on the train, Owari says, "Now, if you have any questions about the tuning exam, now is the time to ask them."
Do you know what the first exam is going to be?
He ignores you.
Are we going
I
to
knew
die?
he would.
Owari, are we gonna die?
Well, that's a possibility. The tuning exams have gotten lighter in recent years, with the villages being on such good terms. But every now and then, there tends to be a bunch going in that seem to be exceptionally more powerful than the others. At least if you three are any indicator, then he gestures to everyone but Kozuke. Then this might be one of those rounds.
GG.
Wow. God damn.
Now, do you have any other questions?
Any tips?
This dick.
Owari puts on his sunglasses, pulls out a fucking
Mountain Dew.
fucking blunt, yeah, and some Mountain Dew, and just no. So he says, keep an open mind. Always look for more possibilities than what might be clear. And don't trust anyone.
Even our friends?
You can trust your team. Don't trust anyone else.
Not even you?
I mean, I'm talking about the tuning exam. I'm not in the tuning exam.
Why?
He's a Joning, that's why.
I'll start ignoring you too.
Is there anything?
Do you have any other questions?
Let's get
Huh?
this thing going.
Is there anything we can't bring into it or can't use?
The only things that you can't use are things that don't are such as ninja tools that don't require your chakra to use. For example, you're familiar with the Kote device that we've encountered on previous missions. That would be one such illegal item. Things that are such as food pills, which restore your chakra or give you increased chakra temporarily, those are still legal. Because that is still your chakra being used.
What about summoning scrolls?
Summoning scrolls are, I mean, they're legal. However, and he kind of thinks back, although one of you might still have, you can't summon a person. If that's the thing, you know, if you have that option.
Okay.
I like how you hinted at that.
I asked specifically for you.
Any other questions?
Can we use chakra stealing tags?
Chakra stealing?
Yeah. Like a Fuin jutsu.
What am I doing? He ignores you.
GG is gonna actually answer.
I asked a real question. Oh,
Well,
fuck.
that's about all we can figure. Let's get this thing going.
All right, there's one more thing before we get there that you need to know. We've heard reports of shinobi with rare bloodline traits going missing recently.
Oh, awesome.
Great.
You all have something unique about you. You
Oh,
all
no.
have something that this person... Well, I guess he's not aware of yours, is he, Shiro?
Me, so my
You
eyes
all,
are-
you all except for Shiro, as far as I can tell, have something that might make you a target.
No,
Remember to always be careful.
Owari's seen Shiro's eyes in the bounty hunter's office.
We didn't know if it's a treat. Just
Yeah, you don't know if it's a trait, though. It's just might be red eyes for as far as he's aware.
Alright.
Black Dragon.
So, you all arrive at the train station, or you arrive at the end of the road, at the Cloud Village, and you all start getting ready to go. Sorry, we're just about done with the campaign 1.
Close.
So you all start grabbing your stuff and going out, right?
Yep.
So as you're walking, Kozuke, you feel a tug on the back of your cloak or your shirt. You see Owari pulls you back into the train car, and he slams you up against the window.
Face
And he
first
looks
or
at
my
you
back?
very menacingly, like back.
Do we
against
all
it, so you're
turn
seeing
around?
him. No, he did it quietly enough that you guys didn't really acknowledge it. And he looks at you and he says, "You better pass this exam, because one way or another, you are no longer my student." He lets you go,
Oh, dang.
and then he walks off. He walks off the train.
Yes, dang.
Holy!
You better pass this exam.
Wow!
Oh, snap, son.
Bitch, you told us to make you surrender, homie. I was doing what you told me to do.
Said actually get him on the ground and hold him down. He didn't say anything about fucking his mind.
GG.
Mind fuck. All right, let's get there.
So that is the end of campaign 1, everybody.
Yeah.
I love that. ending.
Things did not go exactly how I anticipated with
It never
Kozuke
does.
at the end there.
Getting abandoned, apparently.
But this, if nothing else, should encourage you to not suck in the Chunin exam.
GG.
So
You're
thanks for watching
fucked.
campaign 1, everybody. We'll be back with campaign 2, the Chunin exam.
Else, he's-
Are you trying to mock me, sir?
yeah, I'm trying to mock you. I thought I'd help.
Sir, I reserve the right to refuse service to anyone.
Well, it's an extra 2,000 real one for you.
Unfortunately, sir, I'm not gonna say this gas mask as long as you're making fun of me.
I'm not making fun of you. I'm just trying to be you.
Sir, I'm gonna have to ask you to get out of my store. I'm keeping the gas mask.
All right. I go out. I walk out the store. And I turn into him and walk back in the store.